welcome to Life in Envelopes. I am Jennifer Bleecher. This channel is all about planning, budgeting, paying off debt, and my very exciting journey from full-time teacher to full-time Etsy shop owner and YouTuber. So if that is something that you think you would like to see, then please subscribe to my channel. I would love to have you along on this journey. In today's video, we are going to be closing out my business budget for the month of February, and we are going to do a check-in for the first week of March. So let's jump right in. Okay, so we're going to start by closing out February. I was trying something new this month where I was giving myself a salary, which was just a set amount each week. Unfortunately, as you will see, it didn't work out for the best. So I will be changing my strategy for next month, and I'm going to share all that with you now. So we received one more check from Etsy in the amount of $408. So let's see what our income was all together this month. Now this was before anything comes out, taxes, expenses, anything. So we had 4,836 plus 408. That is a total of 524. So these are the checks that I actually received, but as you will see, the numbers never work out. we'll just go. We'll just keep going. Okay, so expenses. We didn't have any additional expenses over that 2-day period. So our expenses we're ending the month at $21.59. Then coming over to our take-home pay, we didn't give ourselves any extra take-home pay from that. So we are ending the month with a total of $20.60. Okay. It is finally time to calculate taxes and see how much I should have given myself for take-home pay this month. So we're going to start with Etsy. So for Etsy, according to Etsy, I made $4,991 in sales with Etsy this month. Their total expenses, which were three things, there's a marketing fee, Etsy fees, and shipping fees. So altogether, their expenses came to $12.97. So let's see how much that would be. 4,991 minus 12.97. So the difference is 3,694. Now I'm curious to see what I have written down and see if it actually equals 3,694. So I'm going to go back and look at just my Etsy income and see if it equals 3,694. So we had 663, 1197, 1268, 954, 408. 4,490. Okay guys, so this is so confusing and it's never the same. Last month it was like, they said I made a lot more than I made. Now they gave me more. It's all very confusing. I don't know how to, it's so frustrating. Okay, anyway, so interesting difference there. So now let's take a look at business expenses. So our business expenses this month were $21.59. So $36.94 minus $21.59, that is $15.35. You know, it's funny, I even changed my pay to daily pay to like get the most accurate amount as possible. Oof. Okay, so times 0.3. This will give us our taxes. So $15.35 times 0.3. So that's $461 that we need to set aside for taxes for Etsy. Okay, so we're going to take our profit, which is $15.35. We're going to subtract the taxes, and then that's what our take-home pay should have been this month. So $15.35 minus $461 that is a take-home pay of $1,074. So for making almost $5,000 on Etsy, my take-home pay after everything was a little over $1,000. Unfortunately, I gave myself a lot more than that, so we're gonna have to make up for that this month with our family budget. So let's see what I gave myself. I gave myself, including YouTube, let's see, $20.60 including YouTube. So I'm gonna take out the amount for YouTube. $15.60. So I gave myself $15.60 in take-home pay, which was too much. I should not have given myself that much. So we went over budget in our business account by $486. Now luckily we are okay because I have extra money in my business account to cover expenses. So we're fine, but it's just disappointing that I didn't stay on budget. So okay, so that was for Etsy. Let's see what I should have done for YouTube. So for YouTube, I made $652. I didn't take out any expenses for YouTube, so that's also my profit. So I'm going to multiply that times 0.3 to get my taxes. So that is $196. So 652 minus 196, that is 456. Is what I should have paid myself, and unfortunately I overpaid myself there as well. I paid myself $500, so I overpaid myself, let's see what that would be, $44. So 44 plus 486, that's a total of $530 that I was over budget this month. Okay, so of course this is something I cannot sustain. Even though I was able to cover it with money in my business account, I can't continue to be negative in my budget each month. So let's move on to the new budget and I'll tell you my new strategy. Okay, so starting with income, we received a pay from Etsy for the days 3/1 through 3/4. I received a total income from them of $349, and that was from Etsy. So we're starting the month with $349. Okay, so let's look at expenses for this week. Okay, so our total expenses this week were $770, bringing our current expenses to $770. Let's go over what was purchased for the shop this week. Okay, so on the first, I purchased a pattern from Etsy for $2. I purchased mats from Walmart for $2.18. Now, I'm never going to use Walmart again. I'm sorry guys if this video seems a little bit negative, but here's what happens. So there are specific mats I like from Silhouette. You can't get them on Amazon. You can't get them at Hobby Lobby. You can get them directly from Silhouette, and I was able to get them from Walmart one time. So the second time I ordered from them, they sent me the wrong mats, and I'm like, oh man, I must have ordered the wrong mats. So this is the third time I've ordered from them, and when I ordered from them, I like triple checked my order to make sure I was ordering exactly what I wanted. I mean, it wasn't that hard. It was like one item that I was ordering, so multiples of one item. But anyways, they sent me the wrong mats again. And Walmart doesn't fulfill it. They use a third-party vendor to fulfill this order. So I contacted the company because Walmart wouldn't do a return for me. They said I had to contact the company, their third-party vendor. So I contacted the company and I said, you guys sent me the wrong mats twice. The first time I cut them and I tried to do my best using them. This time I'm like, that's it. I'm not going to keep cutting them. They obviously are sending me the wrong ones. So I contacted them and they said I could return it to them, but I had to pay for shipping to return it to them, which is down here. and the shipping back to them cost $27 that they're not going to cover, even though it was their mistake. So that's why I've decided to not order from them in the future. Besides Silhouette, they're cheaper at Silhouette. So yeah, so that's my story there. Okay, so we had a debt payment this week of $114 to Capital One. We had an Instant Ink payment of $53. So I had canceled my Instant Ink. Had 3 machines. I canceled 2 of them. I still have 1. Okay, I paid Jacob $125. He's a contractor for me, and he cuts stickers for me. Jacob is my oldest son. I did have another package I had to send through UPS, and that was $12. And then I ordered more Silhouette mats from Silhouette because these ones I had to return, so that was $190. That was the shipping I talked about earlier. And then today I purchased 3 patterns from Etsy for my May designs. So we have, this first pattern was $5, the second one was $20, and the third one was $4. So I usually pay about $5 or $4, maybe $6 for a pattern. Very rarely would I pay this much, but it is absolutely beautiful, and I'm not disappointed that I spent that much on a pattern. I think it's gorgeous, and I think my customers will also think it's gorgeous. So altogether that came to $770. So going to our weekly check-in. So I am now not going to pay myself until the end of the month. After I've calculated taxes, taken that out, whatever is remaining as my take-home pay, I'm going to give myself the beginning of the next month to cover expenses for that month. So if you want to see how I'm going to handle that situation with my family budget, be sure to come back tomorrow so I can explain all of that to you. But I'm not giving myself any take-home pay today or the rest of this month from Etsy. I won't get paid again until the beginning of April. Okay. So our weekly check-in, I just want to simply calculate income minus expenses. That's all I want to do, just to see where we are. Hopefully my income will be greater than my expenses most weeks. This week it's not the case because our income was, so this is for week 1, which was, is it 3.1 to 3.4. So our income was $349 and our expenses were $770. So we're starting out negative. So not a very good start to the month. So we are negative $421. But because I am not taking out any income, I know that we're going to get caught up here and we're going to have some really good weeks this month. I'm confident that we're going to have some good weeks this month because I have just absolutely gorgeous patterns and I'm very confident in the designs that I'm making. I've made some changes to some of the kits. I think people are going to be excited about it. So I know it's going to be a good month. While that is distressing, I'm okay. I'm thinking positive. Help me think positive thoughts, guys. Okay, friends, I'm sorry if this video was negative. That is just real life. Sometimes things don't always go as planned. But if you did enjoy today's video, will you please give it a thumbs up? And I will see you all hopefully back tomorrow so I can explain to you how I'm going to handle this situation in my family budget. Bye, guys.